Welcome to Two Poor Artists, where we're poor at getting our money's worth at a Chinese buffet. But mostly, we're poor at making art. I'm Isaac.
And my name is Benj. We are here today to draw Chinese buffet.
Yes, indeed.
Because we went to a Chinese buffet for lunch today, and someone said, you guys should draw a Chinese buffet.
You know, one of the many fans that just approaches us in a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
You know, fame is a fickle thing. Because do we like being famous professional artists?
No.
No, we don't. But we are.
Yes.
Because something about poor art attracts people like a moth to a... What, you're supposed to say moth to a flame.
Right.
Like a moth to a ballpoint pen.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
As all moths approach.
All moths approach good art,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Mostly it's because they eat it, I think. Because, you know, moths eat like canvases and stuff.
Yeah.
And moths appreciate a good meal,
Mm-hmm.
you know? They're not going to eat any of those things drenched in oil paint.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be gross.
No.
You know, the
course
first
not.
moth that took a bite out of an oil painting just spat it out and told all
Yeah.
of his friends.
And then flew over to a pen-drawn.
Uh-huh. They eat around the ink. It's actually quite beautiful. Because when they're done eating, you just have a canvas and all that's left is like the pen strokes.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool. Buy yourself some moths. But because we're famous and people ask us to draw things, every once in a while we say, you know, let's throw a bone to the fans, and we'll draw something so that when, you know, they go home today, because you know that fan is just sitting at their computer screen waiting
Mm-hmm.
desperately for us to, you know, release a video today.
Well,
They'll know that we care about
now
them.
they're watching this.
Yeah, we care about you like a moth cares about a fine meal.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not going to eat you.
No, it's somehow more and less intimate than that.
Like a famous person to their fan.
Yes, like a fan, like a air power, like an air
like
blowing.
something that spins.
Yeah, blows the moth out of the way so that we can do drawing
Mm-hmm.
before it eats it.
Right.
Anyway, we went to a Chinese buffet today, and boy, oh boy, do I like me a Chinese buffet. Like,
Mhm.
if I could choose where to go to lunch on a Sunday afternoon, is usually probably what I would choose. Unless something was really off and I had to go somewhere else. But Chinese buffets are quite a thing.
Yeah. Isaac is just lying right now. He's
Oh.
known in the group as the guy who doesn't like to go to Chinese buffets.
I mean, here's the thing. Benji's telling the
there's a
truth.
point where everyone was like, "Oh yeah, we don't go to Chinese buffets. No one likes it." And then everyone's like, "No, it's just Isaac that doesn't like
But
it."
here's the thing. I tried not to be that person today. I tried hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I got things that were edible. Here's my main problem with the Chinese
Your
buffet.
French fries and garlic toast that you had on your.
I did have French fries and garlic toast. It's true. I also had some desserts, some ice cream. And I mean, here's the thing. If you're going to pay upwards of $20 for a buffet, you might as well get stuff that's good. My main problem with Chinese buffets is that I don't like seafood, you know? And a Chinese buffet, it has many seafood related things. It smells like the bottom of the ocean, like a chum bucket. It smells like a salty old seaman who only eats you know, fish.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're surrounded at a Chinese buffet by the elderly who only go there because it's a cheap way to get a lot of seafood.
Right.
You know, so there's people slurping down clams and cracking on crab
'Cause
legs.
that's the
and
thing. Like,
if you want
those
your
of
money's
us
worth.
that are getting fries and toast, you're like, why am I paying $20 for this? But the people that are like eating like lobster and crab and stuff, they're like, oh, I'm only paying $20. I'm getting an endless amount of this.
Yeah,
Like,
my statement at the
seafood.
beginning of this video was true. I'm very bad at getting my money's worth at a Chinese buffet because it's like, oh, I'll have some orange chicken, some you know, I got like some banana cream pie. You know, that was good.
yeah.
But you know, it's a good thing. I'm glad they cater to you know, the man child eating kind of person that I am.
Mhm.
We went with someone who was getting something with legs on it
Yeah, and eyeballs.
and eyeballs.
Yeah.
You know,
See,
no food.
I'm not
No
that
food.
far gone.
No. And like that's the thing. Chinese buffets have a lot of that.
Mhm.
Like you just expect to see things crawling around on the counters, like off of people's plates and stuff. And you're like, why am I here? Why am I here? I just feel like they should be calling an exterminator, not a chef. You know, like there's just many things here that if it was crawling around my house, I would hit it with the fly swatter, and then when that didn't kill it because it has armor on, I'd have to get like a hammer. You know, like I would leave my house if most of the things people were eating at the Chinese buffet were crawling around my house.
But that's why they give you those like crusher things.
There's a reason that the good Lord puts certain creatures on the bottom of the ocean, and that's so we, as feeble-minded mankind, wouldn't try to eat them. And then apparently the makers of Chinese buffets in their diving suits just go down and get absurd amounts of it.
Yeah, and then give it to you for a steal.
Not to mention seafood in Arizona is questionable. We are not near a body of water.
Right.
And you know.
Yeah, and that's where I agree with you, because
they had sushi. Raw sushi. You don't get buffet sushi.
Yeah. In Arizona, I can fairly confidently say I don't like seafood. But
I can fairly confidently say I don't like seafood no matter where on earth you put me.
But I've caught a fish and my great aunt cooked it up for me. Like that tasted great. You know? And
great aunt. Why have I never heard this story? What's her name?
I don't know.
You don't know your great.
She's not alive anymore.
Oh well, like I guess that's a depressing way to think about it. I don't remember the dead. Is that what
she might be alive. I don't know.
Oh, man.
Dude, she lives in Wisconsin.
Oh well, they dip all their seafood in cheese.
Yeah,
so that would make anything better.
And then like I've had like super expensive sushi, and like that was good.
I've tried octopus,
but it's like it has to be like the freshest. Like they say the fish only tastes good if it was like swimming right before you made it.
See,
and not only swimming, but like it had to be chased by something like a predator.
This is my problem with seafood. People always say seafood, like fish tastes best when it's not fishy tasting. It's like, what? Why are you eating it then? Why do you want to eat something that if it tastes like itself, it's bad?
Yeah.
Also, people admittedly know that seafood is bad because they drown it in butter and garlic. If you have to drown anything in butter,
there was just a bucket of butter.
I know. Because that's how you make.
You're just like, it's sitting right next to the sweet and sour sauce, or just a bucket.
And like, I get it. Seafood is like one of those things that I imagine the rich made popular because they're like, well, I know a guy who can dive down to the bottom of the ocean and get my meal. And people are like, that must be good. And then they tasted it and they're like, this tastes like dirt and it's gross. The fact that oysters, like the main way people eat oysters are like put some lemon and hot sauce on it so you can't taste anything and then just swallow it whole. If it touches your tongue, you've done it wrong. Like, the food is bad then. It's bad if you're supposed to drown it out with strong flavors and then just swallow it before you taste it.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with that? Why are you doing that to yourself? Oh man, Benj, this is already getting. We were gonna. Come on. We were gonna not be racist.
I'm holding back somewhat.
That is
like, look at his eyes.
Oh man, yeah, you're right. You're right. But this just screams cultural appropriation at this point because he's not wearing.
He's Asian. He just isn't. The way you would expect exactly for every Asian guy to be.
I don't know that made your drawing any better. I think that comment and any further comments will just make it worse. So let's just move on. Oh gosh. It's like the old Kung Fu master goatee.
Yeah, maybe he is an old Kung Fu master.
Usually I'm the one drawing things like this and everyone's looking at me like, you're gonna get canceled. And then I'm like, I don't know how we aren't already. Our art. Is that a mustache or just like a scar? Like a cleft lip?
I'll leave it up to interpretation.
Man. So, Chinese buffets. What'd you get at the Chinese buffet today? You're not like particularly adventurous at a buffet.
No, I would say I used to. Well, when I was like a young kid, I wasn't very adventurous at food at all. And then when I was like a teenager, I was like, I should try new things. And so I tried a lot of new foods and stuff. Now I'm like an old man.
Yeah, you're just
it's
set
like
in your ways,
I
right?
know what I like.
Yeah, exactly.
Why would I get like? It's like I've tried most foods,
Mm-hmm.
and I can just look at a food and be like, I know I won't like that.
Yeah, see?
And it's usually I'm not like super picky. Like if I go to your house and you give me a plate of food, I'll eat it.
I mean, I will too, as long as there's not a chance of it not being cooked enough and crawling away.
Yeah, but even then, I'll probably eat it or at least try it. But I like. I'm not gonna go and pay to eat food I know I don't like.
Of course, right?
So, but no, like I had, the regular orange chicken, sweet and sour chicken. I got like the noodles. I got rice.
Mm-hmm.
I did try the garlic bread, which I was surprised at how good that garlic bread was.
It was pretty good garlic bread, I'll admit.
And I
had like 3 pieces.
Yeah, and then I got multiple desserts.
Yeah,
and I did get fries.
Yeah, see?
I tried them.
My problem with
mostly because I was like, I wonder, are their fries good? Do they taste good with the sweet and sour sauce?
The problem is, you know how they say smell is like, I don't know what this percentage is now, like 98% of taste or something crazy. I don't know.
I don't think
I've heard so many things about this.
I think most of it's false.
I'm pretty sure it's right. But the thing is, everything in the Chinese buffet just smells like fish. So oh dear Lord, what is that?
Some people just have long feet.
It just looks like his pants are too long, and they just covered up his foot.
There's a separator there.
That is arguably the worst foot we've drawn today.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the first foot, but it's really bad. Anyway, even the French fries taste like. I mean, I know they don't actually taste like fish, but like. That's where my mind is like everything just kind of tastes like seafood when everything smells like seafood.
Yeah, and
there's a reason people hate on the coworker that like microwaves fish in the break room, because then you just want to throw up all day because you're smelling seafood.
I don't think most people are that extreme about it.
That guy's hand has been run over by a steamroller.
No, he's just like.
No, I get it, but. It's also been run over by a steamroller.
And then there's a.
It's like in the Tom and Jerry cartoons when they like iron their hand to like stick it in the really thin. Oh, it's a bubble wand hand.
No, those aren't bubbles.
Huh. It's like a Kamehameha type thing. Or are those noodles?
No.
Man, don't you love art when you have to interpret it as like it's either food or some kind of powerful attack?
Some sort of powerful attack. It's none of those things.
Yeah.
Actually.
All I see is him shooting like chicken nuggets out of his hand.
Yeah, but that's not what it is. He's not shooting anything out of his hand, actually. You see, I'm going for a couple puns here, because that's what we do on this channel.
I mean, we just draw art, and our art has puns.
Yeah,
real art has puns.
So,
what is that thing? Like a jellyfish?
No,
they don't serve jellyfish at Chinese buffets, do they?
They probably would.
Can you eat a jellyfish?
If you, it'll probably make you sick, but.
Sea turtles.
Do they care?
Sea turtles eat jellyfish. They don't get sick.
They'll sell like puffer fish.
Can sea turtles get sick? I think sea turtles are like the #1 animal that gets sick. Because you're always hearing about like how straws kill them. And,
yeah.
You know? Which, let's be honest, have you ever seen a sick sea turtle? I think it's just propaganda against Big Straw Company.
Against Big Straw. Yeah. Like someone just really hated this, like the straw company.
Yeah,
did something to their mom.
Yeah, right. Like, like someone blew a straw wrapper at their mom.
Some politician just.
Yeah, they're like, you know what? We should ban all straws because it kills sea turtles. And everyone's like, I've never, ever seen a sea turtle with a straw sticking.
Yeah, they probably found a picture
I think
or made a picture.
I think the politician that we're talking about probably found a sea turtle like stuffed a straw up its nose or something and was like, see, that's why straws should go. And then he bought up a paper mill and he's like, well, actually, we make them out of paper. Paper straws are horrible.
I hate paper straws so much.
So much. Anytime I do am forced to get a paper straw, which means like anytime I'm in California, I will get like 5 paper straws, and every 5 minutes I just switch out the straw. It's like, fine, you want me to not use plastic? Well, better plant some more trees, because I'm using up a whole one on this Dr. Pepper.
That's not how that works.
Yeah, but it makes me feel better.
Because paper isn't made from trees. And also the biggest like growers of trees are the people that sell like lumber and stuff.
Of course.
Because
yeah, it's a good business model.
Yeah, like you're not gonna chop down a forest and sell it.
Would you mind restating that first part though, where you said paper is not made from trees?
Yeah, most paper is made from different plants, like ferns and stuff.
And elephant poop. You ever seen that paper?
Remember
how like
I'm pretty
that
sure you can make paper out of like anything.
Yeah, but people make it out of elephant poop. I remember that being at like the
I'll
zoo.
look up exactly what.
Remember how gross that? You know how gross that is that they use animal excrement to make paper? Like, why is that a thing that attracts a certain kind of person? Why would you want that?
I don't know.
It's not. I don't imagine that something you get is like you give someone as a gift, is it? Unless you hate them. If you hate them, then like here, this came out of an elephant's behind. And I thought of you. Like, what kind of birthday present is that? That's like what you get your ex after they cheated on you with an elephant trainer, you know? Like,
when I'm looking up like what plants they make paper out of, most things are just like how to make it yourself.
Like, who's making paper? We live in not the 1700s or the 1300s. Like, you don't have to make paper.
Like look at this one article. It's like, and if you want a tasty choice, you could use raspberry. And it's like, what?
Who's eating their paper?
Who's making do-it-yourself paper?
Yeah,
by hand and then eating it.
What kind of paper is like I get a paper recipe, but not to eat. No one wants to eat paper. That's gross.
This thing's saying like a lot of paper is made
from... It's like a spy
from...
thing you do. Like someone gives you a note and you have to eat it. It's bad.
This one website saying a lot of paper is made from bamboo because it grows fast.
I'll have you know that's a tree, Benj.
It's a grass, actually.
Yeah, but we don't call it grass.
We don't call it a tree. You don't say bamboo tree.
I certainly don't. You're right. I just say bamboo.
Lilies are used.
Lilies?
I'm not finding a real answer to this.
Yeah.
Papyrus used to be used, as we all know.
This is going way back.
Ancient Egypt days.
Yes, our ancient Egypt days. Our personal ancient Egypt days. I think everybody's experience with ancient Egypt, for the most part, is like what someone told them in school.
What?
Or reading about the Exodus in the Bible.
I scrolled too far, because now it's just telling me euphorbia, also known as spurges, is a genus of plants with poisonous sap. So don't eat it. And it's like, what? That has nothing to do with paper.
Yeah, well, you were just talking about how people are eating paper, apparently. So maybe it's
a warning. Like, don't make paper out of this.
Your phone updated your Google search after it heard you mention eating paper. It's like, actually, you shouldn't. Don't do it. Yeah.
This is not the plant.
Yeah. It thinks you're looking for a recipe.
Use raspberries.
I would be curious of raspberry paper. Like, that's the kind of thing you buy someone, like... You buy like your aunt for her birthday or something.
Yeah, like a notebook of raspberry paper.
A raspberry paper notebook, not an elephant poop notebook.
No,
I said.
Yeah, why elephant poop? Yeah. That's the worst.
It's just horrible.
Like, I mean, they eat plants.
Yeah.
I'm sure it works. You could probably use horse poop too.
But like,
but why?
Yeah, it's like literally
like just go buy hay
for your enemies.
Why go through the horrible process?
It's like the people who eat that coffee that's from
it's like that Mythbusters
South American
where they got like the elephant poo and like polished it.
I try not to think of that episode.
Into like a ball.
Okay. You've kept us in suspense long enough. What the heck is this? And how is this Chinese buffet other than your vaguely offensive Chinese man?
There are... is it vague?
I'm trying to help you. For when the notes start coming in.
So buffet has multiple words. Like it means multiple things.
Yes, it does.
So if you look at like the old French for the word buffet, and so it's not really used anymore, but like yeah, it could be if I say so.
Yeah, no. Let's go
It
with
can
that.
mean a stool,
Yeah.
usually a short stool, and these are pretty
Yeah.
short stools.
Uh-huh.
There's also the word like buffet, which is like
Oh yeah, no,
To-
like the verb.
like to like hit consistently.
Yes.
So this guy has his training method
Ah.
where stools are launched at him.
So he has like
It's like a batting
like
cage,
like a pitching machine,
Yeah,
but shoots.
but it's just shoots
it
stools.
shoots buffets.
and
at
he
him.
just
Yeah.
So he's buffeting the
He's
buffets.
buffeting the buffets,
yeah,
and he's Chinese,
and he's Chinese,
as we've.
or he dressed like he's Chinese. One of those two things.
Yeah. One of those, whichever one's less offensive
Yeah,
to you,
choose
that's the one it
In
is.
your mind,
Mm-hmm.
whatever doesn't offend you.
Yeah, if it whatever helps,
And
whatever,
to our one Chinese viewer,
whoever you are.
whoever you are, wherever you are, I don't apologize.
Wow, that's not good. Look at the legal team. Look at them in the eyes. Look at them. You see?
If you are offended, leave a comment. I'll apologize.
You
then.
see how the legal team is like drawing pictures of that hat that you drew and just like tearing it up? They're like, they're just, I can't look at them. It's just like my peripherals, but I can see the
Yeah.
anger.
If you're offended, I'll apologize in the comments.
Wow.
I don't really want to apologize broadly to the world.
That's an interesting way to deal with offense. Like, I'll apologize if you're offended, but if not,
Yeah.
you just need to like stand your ground. Be like, I'm not going to apologize no matter what.
Well,
I just drew a hat.
I might do that in the comments.
Do you ever watch those videos though, where like people do dress up like, like another culture, and then they go to people from that culture and are like, "Are you offended?" And like people aren't.
Yeah. They're like,
They're
of
like,
course
good
not.
job. Like
That
I
looks
like your
good.
outfit. Yeah.
Where'd
It's
you
like
get that hat?
like in Korea. We had a friend who went to South Korea,
Mm-hmm.
not North Korea, because he's back home.
Yeah.
But
He made it back.
yeah, he made it back. But he went there, and they had a thing where you go to like the old palace,
Mm-hmm.
and you can rent costumes and dress up as like
Yeah.
the
People
old
that
Korean
would have been
emperor
there.
and stuff. And he dressed up as him and his brother and family. They dressed up like like in traditional
it's an
outfits.
expected part of the
experience.
experience.
Yeah, and people loved it. Like people
Mhm.
wanted pictures with them and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's not offensive
And-
in those countries.
And most
like,
people don't think of it as offensive when you don't really think of it as, like, for example,
Well-
when we go to the Renaissance Festival,
yeah,
we dress up as like English royalty.
yeah, exactly.
Like
Nobody's offended.
no one's offended, and
It's because English royalty was white, and
Right.
it's-
and you can't offend white people.
I mean,
I'm just saying, any race can
Yeah.
come and dress up as English royalty,
it's true.
and no one would be offended.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. Anyway,
Yeah,
The th- yeah,
I think the hypocritical rules are
I mean the thing
hard,
is like
hard to stick
because I feel like
to.
most people who are dressing up as other cultures aren't like being jerks about it.
Yeah.
Like they're not
like this guy, whether he's Chinese or not.
yeah,
He is a kung fu master.
yeah. Because look
And
at that stool;
he-
it exploded
Yeah.
into chicken
And
nuggets.
He has unfortunate feet. And that's just the
Yeah.
kind of man he is.
Yeah, they're kind of floppy, banana peel feet. Like,
If
Chinese buffet.
I'm sure it helps him in his kung fu mastery.
I think this will hang in the restaurant of our hotel.
Yes, right next to the Chinese buffet we have.
Yeah, exactly. Because we drew it once.
Mhm.
That's the kind of thing our fans will want. Our fans know more about our art, I'm pretty sure, than we do.
Yeah.
Fans tell us about our art, and we're like, "Oh, did we draw it?"
Would I
think we
do that?
did, yeah.
Like if so, in
like in 6 months, if somebody comes to us and is like, "Remember that exploding stool?"
yeah, I
And we'll
wouldn't.
be like,
In a couple weeks,
maybe.
if you came up to me and said, "Remember when you drew that offensive Chinese guy?" I wouldn't.
I mean,
remember.
we might remember the legal team.
I would be
sends
like,
memos.
would I do that?
Yeah. Just look at the
That
desk.
doesn't sound like me.
You ever look at the sticky notes that the legal team leaves on our desk? It's just a bunch of like do nots.
Yeah.
do not, like things we've
Mhm.
done. I never read them.
Yeah, of course.
But it's
not.
kind of like part of the ambiance
Just-
now.
Yeah,
It's
there's
on the
just
table.
covering everything.
Do not this one. Do not be offensive. Oh, that's just vague.
Yeah, too vague. It
Too
means
vague.
nothing.
Yeah, what does that mean? Offensive. But good job. You
Yeah.
got some puns in there. I'm proud.
Yeah. Two puns for the price of
Yeah, but
free.
what did you leave for me now?
Oh, there's more puns to buffet.
Yeah, but like, are they good ones? Probably not.
Was this one a good one?
Definitely not.
I almost did something with buffaloes just because it sounds similar.
Buffeting a buffalo?
Yeah, but then it's like, where do you get the Chinese?
Mm-hmm. We could draw that buffalo sometimes. You ever, that weird sentence in English?
Buffalo,
Where buffalo is like
you can literally
it's like
say
an
it
animal.
infinite
It's a
times.
type of animal. It's a group of animals. It's like a description.
It's a verb.
It's a verb. It's an adjective. It's like, yeah. Look it up sometime. The sentence.
And it's a
like
place.
Yeah,
It means like a buffalo from the place of buffalo bullies a buffalo from the place of buffalo.
Yeah.
It's like what the.
Yeah, it's like the greatest sentence in the world in English. So the sentence is buffalo, 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 and it's just wonderful because of what it means. You should look it up sometime. I don't have the desire.
There's a wiki page for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you have like Buffalo, New York, buffalo, like a bison, and then New York, buffalo, buffalo. So New York bison, from New York bison bully. They bully New York bisons. It's like basically what it means.
Yeah.
It's quite a wonderful thing. But we're not drawing bisons or buffaloes. We're drawing Chinese buffet.
Mm-hmm.
So here I go.
Yes.
Where's my drawing glove?
Right there.
Thank you. We found. Oh, should we share this? We found a great thing online today that we want to buy.
Mm-hmm.
You want to tell them about the wondrous glove we found?
Yeah, we found a glove.
Yeah, it's on Amazon, isn't it?
I didn't find it on Amazon.
Oh,
I found it on
is.
some random website.
It's quite beautiful, though.
My phone stopped working because I tried to find it.
The Fly Boys Deluxe Pen Loop.
Yes, it is a glove, or I think actually what we specifically found
It's
is
like
just
a
a strap that you put on a glove, and it holds the pen right within finger grasping.
So like if you're doing stuff with your hands, like a construction worker or something, I guess.
You could be working.
It shows a man's hand that's in a glove that he's either like a horse rider and he has to sign lots of things. I'm guessing he's like a construction worker. Basically.
I think he's like a famous horse rider.
It could be.
And he has to sign autographs all day.
Yeah, but
he just like rides by
and
with
just signs,
his gloves. And then he
signs.
And so the pen is like, you can just like grab it anytime.
Yeah, it's within like right
like
there.
You could use your hands or you can just grab the pen and write.
It's what we're going to need one day when we're signing autographs.
Yeah, or let's like
when people are like, can you draw a picture on my baby? And we're like, yes, we can. We have a pen already in our hand. And then they're like, we'll never wash our baby again.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay.
We'll need to get like extra soft
ballpoint.
Ballpoint.
Yeah, the ball would be like
it'd be like sponge ball.
Yeah, for signing babies.
Yeah.
And other things. But yeah, it's just how it works. When we're that anyway, what we're saying is we're both going to get these at some point. Yeah, these
that way we
the
can just...
Flyboy Deluxe Pen Loop.
Yes.
They are quite. See, I have like this dream for like the ultimate drawing glove, because if you don't know how a drawing glove works, it only covers your pinky and your ring finger on your drawing hand.
Yeah.
That way, you don't smear things and you have extra like.
It's mostly used for
very frictionless.
Yeah, it's mostly used for like the digital artists.
Yeah.
Where
those guys.
So you can like not get the oils on your tablet.
Yeah, but for me, it's so I don't get ballpoint pen ink on my hand.
Yeah. It's especially useful for left-handed people as they're writing because they write. Their hand smears as they go across the paper.
But anyway, for me, I've always had the dream of the ultimate, because yo-yo gloves, if you've ever seen a yo-yo glove, is just the middle finger, the pointer finger, and the thumb.
Right.
So if you have a drawing glove and a yo-yo glove, you technically have a whole glove.
Yeah.
But it's in two separate parts, the yo-yo and the drawing part. So if I get both of those and I get this, Flyboy pen strap, then I'll just look like the coolest
You'll
artist.
have the ultimate glove,
ultimate drawing
the ultimate
hand.
3-part
I will literally
glove.
like. There's something about like always having a pen in your pocket, but there's something way more artsy and artisty, like eccentric artist about having a pen basically in your hand at all times, but still being able to use your hand. You know? and then we can get a horse.
Right.
I'll get a black one. You can get a white one, or vice versa. We can get black and white. No, we both
Zebras.
get zebras. Yeah, exactly. Or we can just get a white horse and we can draw on it.
Right.
But apparently, people don't like that kind of thing. But if we get a soft ballpoint pen, if you let us write on babies with it,
Yeah, you gotta let us.
you gotta
write
write
on
on horses. Like, it won't hurt it. We'll get
We'll get a horse safe ink.
horse safe ink.
Yeah,
That's a thing.
I'm
Squid
sure
ink.
it is.
Squid ink has to be.
Safe for
It's from
horses.
nature,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Everything
if a
from
horse
nature
eats
is
a
safe.
squid, it's not gonna die.
Yeah, everything from nature is safe.
Exactly right. It's all organic.
Mm-hmm.
Black ink, and we'll
Yeah.
draw our horses to look like zebras, or we'll just draw like a nose first horse, and I'll
On
draw
the
a
horse.
saggy butt horse
On
on
the
the
horse.
side of my horse.
Yes.
And then we'll ride up to our hotel, get off, and we'll sign autographs the whole way with our pen, our
that'd
pen
be
straps.
so good.
Oh my gosh, the dream. We had a fan this week give us the first pen, like what do they call it? The prototype pens for our hotel.
Yes.
A Two Poor Artist hotel pen. Like, you know how when you check into a hotel and they have like that, you have like that little desk by your bed, and in the desk there's like a Gideon Bible. But then up here there's like a like a phone.
And if you're from Arizona like us, there's also a Book of Mormon.
Book of Mormon. But they always have a pad of paper and a pen. That's the pen right there. That way you can, I guess in the olden days when you'd like have to take a message as you answered your corded phone.
Right.
I mean, for me, it's just I always leave a drawing so that the maid can become a millionaire once we're famous. You know how it goes. But anyway,
Kind of like a tip.
Yeah, it's definitely a tip. This pen is we got the prototype. It says the Two Poor Artists Hotel.
Now we just need a prototype of the notepads.
Yeah, just it'll look like that, and it'll say TPA. Two Poor Artists in the corner.
I like how you said T and you wrote two.
Two, yeah. I was hoping nobody noticed. It's T, how you spell two. I don't know. Probably a two, not a two. Like a T for TPA. TPA, isn't that like a thing? It's like a.
Probably is.
Isn't that from Marvel?
I thought it was like the Teacher Parent Association.
No, that's
The TVA is.
TPO.
The TVA is from Marvel.
Yeah, maybe we'll have a.
The Tampa International Airport.
That's definitely not what I meant, but okay. I digress. Chinese buffet. So
Also, tissue plasminogen activator. That common medical term that everyone uses.
no one outside of the medical team here at Two Poor Artists even knows what that means.
The Trade Promotion Authority.
That can't be a thing. Not everything needs an authority.
But the Trade Promotion does.
They really don't. Anyway, time to draw. What to draw? Who to draw? What to draw and who to draw? What to draw and who to draw?
Is that the new hit song I hear?
It's not quite what I meant, but I have to draw a woman, bitch.
Well, do you?
I think I do.
Third party administrator.
Ear first style for the win.
Ear first. Let's see how this compares to your mouth first style, which I think is thus far your best style.
You like her face?
No, and it's so weird with the ear, where the ear is.
She's beautiful.
Why is the ear not on the face?
She's beautiful. It's on the face. This is the face.
Yeah, but the ear's like hanging off.
I don't know. Oh, sweet woman. I'm so sorry. That's a nose.
This person. So
her eyes are touching.
so ghastly.
Why are her eyes touching? Stop it.
Such lazy eyes.
If I laugh.
Like one eye's looking down and one eye's looking up.
It's not that weird. Is it?
Like opposite directions. Like that's worse than lazy eye, I'm pretty sure.
There, fixed.
I went It's not.
What is this? Why is this? Why is her face shaped like a puzzle piece? What have I done?
I kind of assume you gave her like side veins.
I was trying something. It didn't work.
Does she not? I guess it's going over her shoulder.
It's
Her
just-
hair.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's what we'll go with.
I don't, like. I can't see how that hair can exist.
It's just hair.
What is?
Behind her head, okay?
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
I have to make her neck in there somewhere. Just like a shoulder. I guess the hair goes in front of the shoulder.
That seems to be how you drew it.
Isn't it fun to discover your person in the midst of the art? Like you're like, oh,
Her neck is
how is this person
so
gonna?
skinny.
How's this person gonna work? And then you realize the arm actually you need it to go this way, so it does.
Oh, oh. This person. I feel so sorry for her.
Yeah, we all do. Okay. Beautiful.
Her creator just won't stop.
Creators. Yeah, well, there's no stopping. It's best to not overcomplicate this. You know, is that a left arm?
That's what you drew it as. Her, like, why is her left arm so much bigger than her right arm?
Can you tell that's a fist?
No.
She has like a pocket here that this one's going in. I guess.
It's like a hoodie.
Yeah. No, you didn't want to see that hand anyway. It's just how it has to be. You know,
She's wearing like a turtleneck hoodie.
I don't know what she wears, what she's gonna wear. No, look at that.
What, the V-neck hoodie?
It's just, it's,
But
not-
it's like there's no hoodie. It just
Oh,
has like a
it's-
pocket like a hoodie.
it's just eccentric. Okay.
It's a giant middle pocket. It's like one of those like iPad holder shirts
Yeah, exactly.
that like existed but no one bought. Like some company was like, "Hey, people want a holder for the iPads built into their shirt."
Yeah, I remember
And
that.
then
And then
they
people were
didn't
like,
sell a
Who,
single-
whoever wanted that.
A
Yeah,
single shirt.
exactly.
They made millions of shirts and didn't sell one. I don't know if that's true, but I've never seen someone wear them.
I've definitely never seen it either. She's wearing a skirt.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's gonna have stripes. Because why not? And then I don't know how her legs are facing. Maybe we'll just come back to those.
Is she punching something?
Yeah, she is. She's buffeting something.
Oh,
I
okay.
had to go with that, right?
So you're going with this with that pun.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, there's no rules about us using the same
No.
pun. Sometimes it's like we don't want to do the same pun because then it looks like we're copying. But like something as generic as Buffett.
yeah,
like
it's just like a
you're
verb.
you're not
You
drawing
can't have exclusive rights on a verb.
you're not drawing this lady punching a bunch of stools, I'm assuming.
No, I am not.
Like if you did that, then it would be a clear copy of my drawing.
Yeah, exactly. That would be too much.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, we have to have. Oh gosh, how am I gonna do this?
But I'm also afraid because you've drawn a lady punching, but you need to. We're drawing Chinese buffet,
Yeah,
so
maybe I'll draw a hat.
I'm a bit worried about what
She's not gonna be
what
punching.
she's going to be
It's
punching.
not like punching a Chinese person. Don't worry. It's not the level of dedication I have to the.
She's going to be punching like a Asian elephant.
No, that'd be cruel.
She's going to be punching a bonsai tree.
It's not a bonsai tree. It's an octopus
Oh,
hanging from something up here, like the ceiling, like a stalactite that's on the ceiling. You know, just like you do. Normal. Normal octopus bench.
Bonsai trees. Is that something Chinese people do, or is that just Japanese?
Come on, man. I think it's a Japanese thing. It was in Karate Kid 2.
Yeah, I know it's a Japanese thing, but is it also?
I mean, they're pretty close. I mean, it's probably made its way over there. Right?
yeah.
Like we have bonsai trees
location-wise.
in America. Like but it's probably originated in Japan.
Yeah, there's definitely.
Look it up. Look up where bonsai trees
looked it up.
Bonsai is like a Japanese word. So,
Yep, it did start in China. That's where. While the word bonsai is Japanese origin, the concept, like the making art from those small trees, that was Chinese. So there you have it.
wow. Glad we
They called it penzai.
Penzai.
So, yeah. So bonsai is Japanese, but the thing, the bonsai, which is doing the same thing.
Either way, this is not a bonsai tree. It's an octopus.
Okay,
Because
as
I clearly
is
pointed
it
out-
hiding from a stalactite?
Because she's buffeting it. Okay.
I know. I
Because-
understand it. Like one of those speed punching bags.
Yeah, it's like exactly like in Rocky.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
like
just like
boxers. do.
spinning his
Uh-huh.
hands, but she's only using one hand and the other one's in the pocket.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah, she's just like she's
you know,
working out that one
like that
hand.
one arm. You know.
Yeah,
She's just,
like normally you do you start off with two arms and then you move to one arm, and then you go and you switch hands.
yeah, that's not how it is.
But she's just her left arm. She's real working out that left arm speed hit.
Mm-hmm.
Her right arm is only used for right crosses.
Exactly. And over here we have like a pot full of liquid.
Ooh, liquid.
Liquid filled.
It's like a clear pot.
Oh, yeah, it is. It is a clear
Like
pot.
one of those like glass pots.
Exactly. And there's like a cutting board. With like a knife sticking
Like
out of
stick it in the chopping board.
it. Yeah, you know.
Who ruins their chopping boards like that?
Cool people. They have a chopping board just to stick knives in, and they have one they chop on.
Okay.
Like it's like the old chopping board is used
Mhm.
for, you know. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's just so you know this guy's fate eventually. Yeah,
Like
like
the octopus.
yeah. He's
So you
he's
go up to your kitchen.
okay, yeah,
and
no,
you
here,
stab
no,
it
hear
into
me-
this.
hear me out. All buffets seem to have this thing where they want you to like prepare something in front of you. You know, like
Mhm.
breakfast buffets have like the omelet station. You know,
Right.
where the omelet chef.
Yeah.
Pathetic title, omelet chef, but they want you to like, you know, make me an omelet live in person, and this
Yeah.
poor downtrodden omelet chef is just like, yes, my master, I will do your bidding.
Why is Igor making us omelets?
Guys, no one grows up and wants to be the omelet chef. They just, you know.
Well, it's better than being the onion boy.
Yeah, onion boy is the worst kitchen job. Intern onion boy. But anyway, so like omelet chef is like, I'll make you an omelet, and they're like, I want this, and they whip it up, and they die a little on the inside, and they give it to you. You know,
Mhm.
every omelet chef. Other ones are like, you know, like Old Country Buffet used to have like the roast beef slicer, because
Mhm.
apparently I don't know, that's like somehow you want them to slice it fresh, like that's
Yeah.
a thing. So you're like, I'd like some roast beef, and then this like young man of about 22 who dropped out of college is like, I'll
Yeah.
slice you some roast beef, and you're supposed to tip them for some reason because
Mhm.
I don't know, buffet rules.
Right.
The Chinese buffet we went to had like a stir fry making station, right? Like you take
Mhm.
your noodles and your meat and your stuff,
Yeah.
and they like cook it up there in front of you because
Yeah.
apparently that's what you want.
Mongolian like grill barbecue
basically
thing
like a
is what
stir
they.
fry. But
Yeah.
But anyway, this is how I picture most Chinese buffets to be. You know, like they're like, I'd need an octopus, and everybody knows
Mhm.
that the best way to eat an octopus is concussed, like a
Mhm.
concussed octopus.
Yeah.
Like it has a
The-
concussion.
Yeah.
You know?
The chemicals released during the concussion.
Yeah, like, and here's
enhance the
here's the
flavor.
thing about octopuses, and you can look this up. Octopuses have 9 brains.
Mm-hmm.
9 brains. So to really concuss an octopus properly, it's basically just a way of tenderizing it.
Mhm.
You know, and some people, like animal lovers, first of all, you don't love an octopus. No one does. They're
Mhm.
creepy. They're slimy. They, like they're the stuff of nightmares. Don't be like, but I love them. They're like a
Yeah.
kitten. No, they're not.
I mean,
or
they're
else
not
you'd
as-
have one.
They're
at
not as
home.
bad as squids.
No, they're not. But here's the thing. You can cuss the octopus. You gotta like tenderize it. So she's like, that's the punching sound effects is wonderful. But anyway, she's like tenderizing it, And when it's it's finally concussed enough
Mhm.
when it falls.
Right.
So maybe there's like a basket down here, like a waste basket, but
Mhm.
it's not. It's the
octopus.
octopus basket, And when it's finally tenderized or concussed all the way, it falls in, and then you scoop it out of here and straight over. I don't know. You probably put it in
You
the pot
cook it
first,
and then
I
chop it?
don't know. I think you cut the head off 1st
Mhm.
maybe. But I don't really. It depends. You can. It's a buffet. You can ask them to do it however you want. Right?
Yeah.
Like I want my head. I want the head on. I want to look at it while I'm
Yeah.
eating it. Because some people are sick and they want that
Mhm.
kind of thing. Like anybody who eats an octopus, honestly. My mom, when she was a kid, went to Japan, and like one of the only things she tells us about this trip from Japan
Mm-hmm.
is that she ate bananas the whole trip because it was like the only food she liked.
Right.
Bananas and rice, I think. But then the kids after school, they'd go to like the street carts
Mm-hmm.
and they would get what she calls an octopus lollipop, which was just like they cut the head off, they stuck a stick in,
Right.
and they boiled it, and they would like eat the legs off of it, like
Mhm.
like some demented lollipop.
Right.
And she remember being grossed out by it. But
Yeah.
anyway, I think eating octopus. I've eaten octopus once in life.
Yeah, I've tried it once as well.
My wife's parents, my mother and father-in-law, I don't know why I'm saying it in a weird way, but they took us to like a really nice restaurant one time,
Mm-hmm.
and there was like an octopus appetizer, and I took a bite that was about the size of a dime,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know, we were sharing this octopus, and it was like grilled, really. It was like crispy, and it was
Right.
wasn't rubbery like I imagine all octopus is,
Mhm.
and there wasn't like suckers that
Yeah.
like I imagine eating octopus not charred enough. It just like suctions onto the roof of your mouth, and you're just sitting there, and it's like dangling from the roof of your mouth, and your tongue is trying to scrape it off, and it's like fighting back against your tongue because it's still half alive.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I picture eating octopus, which is why I don't generally do it.
Right.
But anyway, yeah, she's buffeting the octopus. Now, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Who is she?
The one time I've had octopus, a teacher brought it to school and was like, "You guys want to try octopus?" And it was just like it was basically like eating flavorless rubber
Yeah, see, that's how I imagine it being.
with the suction cup.
Yeah, it just sounds
Like I was like, I couldn't say I disliked it because it was practically flavorless, and I don't dislike chewing rubber.
What? I think you should. I think it's just like a normal thing.
Well, like gum. That's basically what gum is.
Yeah, it's still, this whole thing is just gross. This whole octopus thing. Again, there's a reason the good Lord put it on the bottom of the ocean.
Why is he wearing tights that have heels?
These are like sandals, I think.
There's no okay now
There.
I see.
There's like a strap holding them on.
Yeah.
I don't know. They could have.
Well, they were so disconnected
Yeah.
from,
It's
or
hard.
they were connected.
I wasn't really sure. You've never really seen the show Friends. You've seen it enough to know you don't like it and will never watch more of it. I
Right.
think. There's a character in Friends. Her name is Phoebe.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at her last name, they pronounce it Buffet.
Yeah.
Phoebe Buffet, but it's really just Phoebe Buffet.
Right.
That's who this
Yeah.
is. Phoebe Buffet.
Well, I mean, it is a
buffeting.
French word,
Yeah.
so
Phoebe Buffet is buffeting an octopus.
That's what she looks
at the
like.
Chinese buffet.
I've seen pictures of Friends. I don't think anyone in that
She's,
show looks like
she
that.
looks like this
I don't know.
basically,
I feel like
more or less.
I
Like,
feel like this Phoebe person should be offended.
I mean, isn't she? Like, she should be.
Like more offended than all Chinese people were by drawing.
Anyway, this is what's going on in this Chinese buffet. She has like a weird job in this world. I don't know what happened to the wall there.
I
Let's
just
go back.
feel so bad, like for this octopus, because I know we established that no one likes octopuses, but this octopus, you just bring it into this room, it sees the knife, it sees the boiling water, and then you stab it onto a stalactite,
Yeah, well,
and then you punch it.
you don't stab it on there. You just like hold it up and it grabs on. It's
That's not what you drew.
I mean, no, it's not stabbed. Its legs are like.
Its suction cups
It's-
are away from
Well,
it.
there's suction cups on the other side too.
There's not. That's not
I
how
didn't mean for it to be
octopus
stabbed on there. Okay.
work. That's what you drew.
Anyway,
and all the other legs are like dangling.
But you know, this is how it is. I don't know. These walls are too bare there. I'm trying to figure out something to put on the walls. Like, what do you draw?
You didn't even have to draw walls.
Yeah, but I did, and now they're bare, and they need some art, right? So like,
So you're just gonna draw art.
I'm gonna draw a picture.
Is it gonna be a Chinese picture?
I thought about doing Chinese characters, but just like so many of those people that get like Chinese cartoons or Chinese tattoos, and it like doesn't mean what they think it means. Like I'm afraid of trying to put. So I'll just do a drawing of like
Chinese language is so hard. Like even if you asked a Chinese person do a cool meaning Chinese word, someone else that speaks Chinese fluently could look at it and think it means something different. Because there's not consistency if you're talking about like the original Chinese characters, because they just have like a few characters that have like meanings. It's not like letters for us where it just has where they associate with the sound. The characters associate with the meaning, and then they just like put those together.
Yeah, it's really complicated. That's a drawing of chopsticks, by the way.
Octopus station.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all.
I see.
It's all there.
Yeah.
It's chopsticks.
Just chopsticks.
And over here we'll have a drawing of. More chopsticks. Just you know, that's what they're into.
But all Chinese people like chopsticks.
All Chinese buffets have like chopsticks and
yeah.
I'm not gonna draw like a little Buddhist statue, or like one of those weird cats. But
it's like when you walk into like any American restaurant and they just have pictures of forks.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what's with that?
Yeah.
No one cares. No one wants that. No one.
Yeah.
You go to people's houses and they have like giant forks and spoons on the wall, and you're like, I get it. We're in the kitchen. Like, you didn't need to theme the art.
We're American. We're in the kitchen.
Yeah,
we get it.
We totally understand. Anyway, this is what a Chinese buffet is. You got Phoebe Buffet buffeting an octopus at the Chinese buffet.
Right.
Yeah.
That it works. There's puns.
Thank you. Oh no. How do you spell Chinese? Why am I doubting myself?
Yeah. Because you wrote the word chin and you're just like,
yeah,
is this really
like it's
how
supposed to be an A, right? Because of China, but then no.
Nope.
Oh, that looks so wrong, even though I'm pretty sure it's right. Don't you hate that about words sometimes?
Yeah. But see, I just feel like that every time I write any word.
There's only one.
That's just my perpetual life.
Just two. Yeah, it's true. I can concur with that. Anyway, I would hang this in a Chinese buffet.
Yeah. When we open up a Chinese buffet, we can put our two pictures
No,
there.
I don't want to open up a Chinese buffet.
Well, it'll be right next to our Italian buffet.
Okay, yes. See, that's where I will live. Because, let's be honest, people like Chinese buffets because they like seafood, and they're going there to get a really good deal. But if you actually want, like, good food, we could charge so much less for, like, a pasta buffet.
Yeah,
you
because
know?
pasta is cheap.
Yeah.
You just have, like, all the different kinds of pasta and all the different sauces.
Yeah, and all the proteins, which you could have fish. Like, if you want to be gross and eat an octopus, I think, Italy's next to the ocean. They probably do that.
I mean, shrimp is the normal thing to put on.
Yeah, but a lot of Italian food is fish, too, because, ocean and desperate times.
But like shrimp and tuna, like, those are regular things to put on pasta.
Yeah, but I'm thinking, like, canned tuna. That'd just be horrifying. But anyway, yeah.
But people do it.
Our hotel will have two restaurants. One will be a Chinese buffet. One will be an Italian buffet. All the old people who want to get their money's worth of seafood will go to the Chinese buffet.
Yeah.
All the people who want actually good taste. Because, like, here's the thing. When you, like, take a date out to a restaurant, you go to, like, you go to an Italian restaurant. It's, like, the thing you do on date night.
Yeah.
No one... I mean,
but
you could go to... I guess you could go to a Chinese
if you're going to a buffet on date night... Most people. Like, that's just socially
Yeah, it's
unacceptable.
true. Yeah, you don't
Like, I
you
wouldn't
don't
be
eat-
against it.
Yeah,
See,
no.
the thing is, most guys wouldn't be against it.
but like the
but
girl would be like, I
It's like,
can't.
it's a buffet.
Yeah, I mean, there's a thing about the guy too. If you see a guy who's on like plate number 9 of pasta, which is what you and I would be, you know, there's no second date. Like you know, she's sneaking out through the lobby at that
Yeah,
point.
well, as you're getting your 9th.
Yeah, because technically, I mean, honestly, buffets are like the ideal like first date. Like you're able to sneak out the easiest.
You're
you know?
also
you don't have
the-
to be like, oh, I'm going to the bathroom.
Yeah, you
And
just they get up.
They get up to get a
'Cause
ninth
that's the
plate,
thing.
and you
At a
disappear.
buffet,
Yeah.
you're away from the table,
Yeah.
and that's the main reason it's not good for a date.
No, it's not.
You're never at the table.
Nope.
You go to the table, you eat as fast as possible. You go
and
get
you get
more
more
food,
and more,
and then
yeah.
you come back. You eat it as fast as possible.
I think you'd learn a lot about somebody if your first date was a buffet, though. Mostly that you don't want to date them.
Right.
But, you know, like you learn but think about how many things you learn about their tastes on that first date. You'd learn all the gross seafood that they like, and then you're like, nope, not for me.
Yeah.
And then you learn all the desserts they like. Come Valentine's Day, you're like, oh, I know they're into chocolate, or they're into this, and, you know, or like, there's so many things you learn. You learn if they like chocolate or vanilla ice cream. That's a big one, right? You learn, you know, how much food they can eat in a, you know, eating contest. It's an important thing to know.
Yeah.
You know?
And you would think girls would like buffets more since they like to steal food off
Yeah,
your plate.
seriously, right? Like
you
this
can
is
do that as much
this
as
is
you
the
want at a
opportunity.
buffet.
Yeah, no guy's gonna get upset at a buffet when you're taking stuff off his plate because
there's
he can
that
just
whole,
go get more.
like girls' dinner thing where you just get like a bunch of snacks. It's like that's what a buffet is.
It's basically just a charcuterie board of, you know,
Of food.
fishes
Yeah.
and other gross things.
So you would,
But if it's an Italian one, it's like there's 12 different kinds of garlic bread. You know, it'd be like that's where I'd live.
like how soggy do you want your garlic bread?
You know, and then you know how people at buffets, like people who are good at buffets, they have like rules. They're like, oh, just proteins, right?
Yeah.
You know, get your money's worth. You know, get
Right.
the beef and the crab legs. You know, like there was a guy there today. All he had on his plate was like crab legs.
Yeah.
You know, he got his money's worth.
Right, yeah.
If 100 of that guy came, they'd go out of business tomorrow. You know, but at a Italian buffet, you'd be like, what's the most expensive food? You know, it's probably like meatballs, right? Like
Right.
meatballs are the most expensive. Or some sausages or something, you know?
Yeah.
You don't fill up on garlic bread. but Man, it's
Yeah.
tempting.
If
We
you
got
just
12
see a
different
guy with
kinds.
a plate full of meatballs and sausages, and,
You know that
and
guy's
you're like, oh, he didn't even get any
It's
carbs.
not even pasta. Yeah. The guy's on plate number 7 of meatballs. You know, he's having a great
Yeah.
time, but like you and me, we'd get, especially you, you'd get a lot of pasta.
Yeah.
Like you'd get like 5 or 6 plates of pasta, and it would cost them like $1.29.
I know, yeah.
You know?
Because like I'm not a saucy person.
Yeah.
Like I
mean, you are sometimes.
like I get a lot of pasta. Like I am a carbs person.
Yes,
I
you
love
are.
carbs.
Yeah, I know. Dr. Pepper and pasta.
Yeah.
Like,
Just I'd have a mountain of carbs, a little bit of sauce, a little bit of meat.
yeah, and that'd be fine.
I would not be putting them out of business.
See, our Italian buffet would keep our Chinese buffet in business, you know, because all the people who are eating like crab legs next door, we're like, oh yeah, well, this person ate for 6 hours and they just ate pasta.
Yeah, they,
You know,
it
garlic
costs us
bread's
$1
Yeah.
to feed them their
Garlic bread's
$20
cheap.
meal.
Yeah. You know garlic bread's cheap. That's how Olive Garden does it.
Yeah.
They give you as many breadsticks as you want, and they're still making money.
What's expensive about it? Bread's cheap.
Exactly.
Garlic's cheap.
Salt.
Butter's cheap.
That's it,
Salt's
yeah.
cheap. Like what ingredients expensive?
Exactly right. Yeah, it's gonna be great. And here's the thing. I don't know that I've never seen an Italian buffet.
Yeah.
I've been to buffets that had like pasta.
Yeah.
And that's like all I ate. You know, like sweet tomatoes. Remember
Yeah.
sweet tomatoes? We used to have a restaurant here in Arizona. I heard they opened up one in like Phoenix.
Oh yeah.
They're bringing them back.
Also, like lots of like the pizza buffets. Like pizza
Yes.
buffets are a common thing, and
That's
they
very
often
true.
will have like 2 kinds of pasta.
That's actually probably the closest thing, like a CC's, you know? Yeah.
Or like
But
old country buffet usually had like spaghetti.
yeah, but like
or,
I'm talking
mac and cheese.
I'm talking just every pasta and garlic bread
Yeah.
option you
You
can
literally
think of.
just go
Every sauce.
every shape of noodle,
Yes.
every sauce.
See, that would be the thing, you know?
could like try bow tie noodles with every
Every kind.
sauce.
Because bow tie
And
noodles
then
are the best.
and then go again and get fettuccine noodles with every sauce.
But would you, if you're on a date and you don't order a bow tie,
Oh yeah, well, you're not even being
that's your
fancy.
fancy.
Yeah,
That's how you know.
You gotta have the
right?
fancy noodles.
Exactly. Fettuccine is like fun to say, but bow tie's where it's.
And then we can make deals with people. Like we can get like those SpongeBob shaped noodles,
Oh, like the like Kraft mac and
like
cheese
Kraft mac and
shapes.
cheese shapes.
Yeah.
But then you can put any sauce on them.
Hear me out. If it's in our hotel, we can draw the shapes of the pasta.
We can
You
have
know?
nose first,
Nose first pasta.
Pasta.
It'll sell out every night.
saggy butthole,
Saggy
pasta.
butt pasta. Yeah.
And then you can put any sauce you want on it.
Exactly right. It'll be so great. Yeah, that'd be
Man, new plan,
yeah.
because at the hotel, this is the restaurant
Of course.
in the hotel.
Yeah, but
And we serve it. And you can like order room service. I want some saggy butthole.
yeah.
To room 104.
Good old room 104. Room 104 is going to have the picture of the saggy butt horse. Decided now. When we open up our hotel, we'll have to go back and consult this video.
Yep.
Make a note. All right, perfect. But here's the thing. We'll also be able to branch out and make deals with Kraft one day. You know, once we're that level of artist, the Kraft is like, come on, make an exclusive deal. And I'll be like, features exclusively at the Two Poor Artists Hotel and in boxes of Kraft mac and cheese. You know, but like certain ones, like Kraft mac and cheese, might not. I don't know if they'll want some anatomically incorrect horse. You know, like, maybe they will.
We'll see what they want.
It's true. It's all good.
We're willing to negotiate with brands.
Once we have our hotel, you know, we'll have time for that kind of stuff.
Well, this is one of our longer episodes.
Yeah, but it's great because we've gotten a lot of it's taught me a lot about what I want for the future. You know, I want these restaurants because we never have established the kind of restaurants our hotel is going to have.
Yeah.
Chinese buffet, which I will actively avoid, and there will have to be an air filter so it doesn't waft into the lobby.
Right.
You know, so you can stay appetized for the Italian buffet. You know, it's going to be great. And I'll hang out in there. I'll perpetually smell of garlic, but
We'll have
there's worse
have
things.
like the Italian buffet and the Chinese buffet like connected,
No.
but like there's a walk through
like
and
a
there's like
it sprays you.
yeah,
like
like you open the door, there's a chamber
like
in between
the Febreze chamber.
Yeah, and
you
it
know?
just like shoots
gets rid of
air.
the garlic from the Italian side, gets rid of the seafood smell from the other side. If they ever meet, there's going to be some kind of horrifying, you know, reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's. Why would you ever go from one to the other? Like, we finished. We ate our fill at this buffet. Time to go over here. Yeah, it'll be interesting. But people will love it.
Yeah.
People will love it, and that's what we're all about. We give the people
what they want.
and even if they don't know that they want it.
You don't think that what we just drew is what you want.
Yeah. But when you see the concussed octopus station in the Chinese buffet, you got to try it because it's the only way to eat octopus.
Yeah.
Takes 9 punches, one for each brain, 9 buffets.
Yes.
You know, and there'll be a young woman there named Phoebe. Really strict hiring process. Her one pocket shirt.
We don't care how good you are.
No.
But your name's got to be Phoebe.
How good do you have to be at buffeting an octopus? Like, what's the qualification?
You have to be named Phoebe and you have to be willing to do it.
Yeah. We have like protesters outside, but we'll just it'll be okay.
We clearly don't
That's
care
what the
about
legal-
protesters.
That's what the legal team is for.
I mean, look at our channel. We thrive off of protesters.
It's true. It's true. We being infamous is something. There's something to be said about it.
More than famous.
Yeah, but it's totally the kind of thing like a rich restaurant snob would be into. Yes, have you tried the concussed octopus? It's the only way. 9 brains, all concussed. You wouldn't believe the flavor it unlocks. And it'd be like, in their review and like some fancy la pump something or
Have
other.
you tried the 9
magazine.
concussed octopus?
Yeah, exactly. When it falls into the bucket, I just start to salivate. Just some gross restaurant review, but they'll be into it. Yeah, the other one just has Italian food, so you can't go wrong there. I'll have to figure out the station for that. Yeah,
I think we should end here. Spare our audience.
Thank you for listening to the end, or skipping to the end if you're that kind of person. And I do hope that those hotel owners out there are listening. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
As always, we're surprised you made it this far into our video.
There's no way we could possibly ask you to subscribe to this atrocity, so we won't.
We would say share it with your friends, but it's probably better for wasting your enemy's time.
We're probably not going to get any better, but we will keep drawing.
See you next time.